Fluffy yellow layer cake serves 10 to 12. When we think of birthday cake, the first thing that comes to mind is yellow cake covered in billowy chocolate frosting. But many recipes turn out dry, heavy, or cottony rounds rather than rich, buttery, tender cake. Our first step toward an ultra-light texture was to skip the traditional creaming and adopt a chiffon cake technique, using whipped egg whites to get high volume and a light texture. This gave us a fluffy cake that was still sturdy enough to support a substantial frosting. A combination of butter and vegetable oil gave our cake layers a buttery-rich flavor while ensuring they remained incredibly moist. Substituting buttermilk for milk produced a downy, fine crumb. 2.5 cups of cake flour over 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon salt, nearly 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup buttermilk, room temperature 10 tablespoons unsalted butter, melted and cooled 3 large eggs, separated, plus 3 large yolks, room temperature 3 tablespoons vegetable oil, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, pinch cream of tartar, 5 cups chocolate frosting. Firstly, adjust oven rack to middle position and heat oven to 350 degrees. Grease 2 9-inch round cake pans, line with parchment paper, grease parchment, and flour pans. Whisk flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and 1.5 cups sugar together in bowl. Whisk buttermilk, melted butter, egg yolks, oil, and vanilla together in second bowl. Secondly, using stand mixer fitted with whisk attachment, whip egg whites and cream of tartar on medium-low speed until foamy, about 1 minute. Increase speed to medium-high and whip whites to soft billowy mounds, about 1 minute. Gradually add remaining 1/4 cup sugar and whip until glossy, stiff peaks form, 2 to 3 minutes, transfer to third bowl. Thirdly, add flour mixture to now empty mixer bowl and mix on low speed, gradually adding buttermilk mixture and mixing until almost incorporated. A few streaks of dry flour will remain, about 15 seconds. Scrape down bowl, then mix on medium-low speed until smooth and fully incorporated, 10 to 15 seconds. Next, using rubber spatula, stir 1/3 of whites into batter. Gently fold remaining whites into batter until no white streaks remain. Divide batter evenly between prepared pans and smooth tops with rubber spatula. Gently tap pans on counter to settle batter. Bake until toothpick inserted in center comes out clean, 20 to 22 minutes, switching and rotating pans halfway through baking. Let cakes cool in pans on wire rack for 10 minutes. Remove cakes from pans, discarding parchment, and let cool completely on rack, about 2 hours. Cake layers can be stored at room temperature for up to 24 hours or frozen for up to 1 month, defrost at room temperature. Finally, line edges of cake platter with 4 strips of parchment paper to keep platter clean. Place 1 cake layer on platter. Spread 1.5 cups frosting evenly over top, right to edge of cake. Top with second cake layer, press lightly to adhere, then spread remaining frosting evenly over top and sides of cake. Carefully remove parchment strips before serving.